need to be more intentional about bless me. When was the last time you asked the Lord, bless me, Lord? I want to be blessed. And you might think, well, that's a greedy thing to do. I remember going and looking in the mirror, I don't know how many years ago, and looking in the mirror when I was going to this women's conference. I looked in the mirror and I said, oh, Lord, bless me. Or is that being greedy? Am I allowed to be greedy? Have you ever asked the Lord, am I allowed to be greedy? I run off to this conference and I get pulled up for prophetic word, and all the prophet says to me is, the Lord wants you to know it's perfectly okay to be greedy. So I say to you, it's perfectly okay to be greedy when it comes to asking for blessings. Bless me, it's a good thing. Bless me in the natural. Bless me in the supernatural. Bless me emotionally, mentally, spiritually, physically. Bless me, Lord. Take those blessings outside of the limits of my imagination, right? I don't think we quite have come to a place to realize how pleasing it is to God to bless us. How happy it makes him to see us happy. And, people see his blessing on us and his favor on us, and they want what we have. That's what it means to be his walking epistle, his testimony. Luke 52 gives me great pleasure. The Father says to us, it gives me great pleasure to give you the kingdom. The abundance, the abundant life. Okay. If you're not blessed, how can you bless others? And that's not the only reason. See, once again, it goes back to your relationship with God. Do you know what is in the Father's heart? See, if you know what's in the Father's heart for yourself, you know what's in the Father's heart for someone else. You see, in the 7, union with him takes you into the flow of the covenant. To flow in his divine nature. Not only to partake in his divine nature, but to flow in his divine nature to others. Okay? Like, Lord, Father, we ask you to just bless our socks off and give us your unlimited goodness. We want the unlimited goodness of provision, of love, peace, abundance in every area of our lives. We receive good health and joy and happiness. And once again, knowing that this is, there's no qualifying factor when you're a child of God. It's part of the kingdom. Now, how do I know that? Proverbs 10:22. And like I said, you know what? Only you know which one of these scriptures that you haven't quite taken a hold of. All right? So those are the ones that you have to go and look up and meditate on. So that this here, too big, too small, too big, too small, too big, too small, too much in my brain. What's in here goes down through the heart into the spirit man, comes back up, and bam, you've got some power there, manifesting favor. Okay.